So, welcome to our channel Electronics on Wheel and thank you for your support. Please like, subscribe, and comment if you like the content of this channel. So, today we will see the DIY. So, do it yourself for the power distribution, where we will discuss battery, ignition, and accessory supply. So, first we will understand the theoretical aspect of all these three supply and then we will move to the do it yourself. So, we will take one vehicle and we will show how the battery, ignition, and accessory supply works in the practical vehicle. So there are three different power supply as I told you earlier also. So first one is battery power supply. So it call it all time hot as well. All time hot. Second is accessory power supply. So as name suggests that the power supply which gives the power to our accessory. So but the actual meaning we will see in the coming slide, where we will see when it will be on and when it will be off. Then ignition power supply. So ignition power supply is also one kind of supply where the particular components are powered in that position. So all these two supplies are related to ignition switch. We will see that one. So you can see in the wiring diagram this type of terminology many times you might have come across: the battery, then ignition, and then accessory. So we will try to understand all these three terminology. So let's start with the battery. So one example I have kept here. So this is your battery, and in this battery your positive terminal is going to the primary fuse box. Then it will go to the secondary fuse box. So earlier also I told you what is the meaning of primary fuse box and secondary fuse box. So in primary fuse box there would be mega fuses, midi fuses, where you have the high current, and then it will be distributed to the smaller fuse box, that is your secondary fuse boxes. In secondary fuse box, one of the fuse will go to directly your ignition switch. Okay, and then your fuse, suppose I take one example like 40 amp or 50 amps. Generally it ranges from 30 to 40 amps, and then it will be go to the ignition switch. This is the structure of your power supply. So first we will understand the battery power supply. What does it mean? So battery power supply or all time high is something that you are taking the power supply from the battery, and all the time it will be available all the time, whether you have inserted your key in the ignition switch or not. So suppose this is my ignition switch. So you might have seen some positions already. So first is off, then accessories, then ignition, then crank. Okay, ignition on and crank or start also you can say. So this is your ignition switch or key, you can say. This is the same ignition switch. Many times I have shown you earlier also. In the vehicle we have the ignition switch, and that ignition switch we will be having these 3 to 4 positions. By that we start our vehicle and we move the positions. So first battery power supply is something where when you are taking your connections from any of this splice or from this, that is called battery power supply, direct battery power supply. It does not depend on your ignition switch. It will be all time high or all time hot. Okay, now coming to the ignition supply or accessory supply. So what does it mean? So suppose you have your fuse box, secondary fuse box, then you will be having one fuse to protect your ignition switch, and this wire, actually this wire will be protected from this particular fuse. Then ignition switch will be having the 3 to 4 position. First is the accessory position. In accessory position what will happen? So suppose your accessory is like audio system, right? So when you insert your key in this particular switch and you move your key in this position, accessory, then only this particular connection will be made and your audio system will be on. This is the meaning of this accessory. Then if you are talking about the ignition on or ignition supply, so when you go to the second position, this position, then only this particular connection will be made, and whatever components will be connected from this, it will be on, or it will make the connection, and they will get the power supply from this particular wire. When you have the your position in this particular crank position or start position, then your vehicle will be start. Okay, or you can say crank. Your vehicle will be crank in this position. So this particular wire will be going to your starter motor and the other starter relay. First starter relay will come, and then you will be having your starter motor and neutral switch and all those things, clutch switches, or sometimes if it is going to the ECU as well, engine ECU. Okay, that all depends on how your engineer is going to design this. That is the engineering part. Okay, so I hope you understand this thing. One question I have here, so from ignition switch to this wire you have to connect. Can you connect this particular wire directly to the load, or will you give the fuse? This is my question. You have to comment in the comment box and comment section, so that I will get, do you have the same understanding what we are trying to convey here? If you have some doubt in this, please comment in the comment box. I will try to address it. So here some of the example I will show you. So this is your battery, and if this particular wire is directly connected to this splice, and then other load through the fuses like 15 amps of fuse for the headlamp relay, DTRL, and fuel system, ignition fuel system, then AC compression system. So this particular decision, suppose which load need to be kept on the battery and which load need to be kept on the accessory, which need to be kept on the ignition power supply. That is the decision of engineering and how the engineer works. That is the decision making part, and we have to think in that way. So this is your battery power supply. All are all time hot. Now coming to the ignition, so ignition you will see this type of thing. So if you see here, so st power is nothing but your starter, which I have shown you here on this particular particular point. So this is my ST. ST is nothing but if you are starting your vehicle or cranking your vehicle, then it will go directly to the your starter relay. Starter relay. Okay, and here you can see your clock power starting system. So this is how this will go, and it will start your vehicle. It might go to the ECU as well. So it all depends on how you have designed your system, whether it will go directly to starter relay or ECU, and then it will go to the some neutral switches and clutches, right? So this is how we have to decide all the system. So now we will see the DIY of this in our vehicle. Let's see. And if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you. So today we will try to understand the different power supplies. So many times I have told you about the battery supply, ignition supply, and accessory supplies. So today we will try to understand those power supplies. So you can see this is our ignition switch. However, here you cannot see the position. So we have 3-4 positions, like lock, ignition, on, accessory, and other, then start. But you will not see here this position because this is a tractor and very low cost ignition switch. But in car you can see all those positions very clearly. So today we will try to understand. So what is the battery supply? And so you can see here, this is our battery terminal, the positive terminal, which is going to starter motor. Here it is connected. We will see after that there is no other distribution point, and how it is going to the fuse box. We will see these things, but first we will try to understand the battery, ignition, and accessory supply. So you see this is on a just we have inserted the key, and you can see when I'm switching on the hazard, so you can see here that hazard lights are on. So you can see here, but what does it mean? So you take out the
even you take out the keys, ignition key, right, still your hazard lights will be on only. So if I take this out, see, so battery supply, the meaning of battery supply is something that even you do not, pressing anything, that all time hot. This is the meaning of battery supply. So all time you will get the power supply for this. So now we will see. Now I just switch off this. Then second power supply we will try to understand, that is the accessory power supply. So if suppose this is, you are taking out this, okay, you are taking out this, but only by hazard, your hazard lights are on, right? But when I'm taking this, when I'm pressing this, you can see that no headlamps is on. You can see, right? Headlamps are not on. You can see here, even you see here. So this is the indicator where the particular light will be on or off. So this is the headlamp low beam, this is the high beam, and this is the parking, and this is the condition of off. This is the condition of off. Okay, so you can see when I have taken out the keys out, so hazard is working, but your any other light is not working, right? So this is the battery supply or all time hot, whether you have on your, you have put your key in the ignition switch or not. That is the meaning of battery supply, that many times you have heard that this is all time high. But when I'm taking one more position, that is my ignition accessory. So you can see, you see here, you can see here I have given the parking position, so parking lamp is on. You can see here, you can see. So it means when your battery, the connections are made in such a way that these connections are going through after the ignition switch. So you can understand from this circuit that where we have shown the different position of ignition switch. So for the parking lamp, that particular position would be taken from the after ignition switch. Okay, then we will go to the next, that is headlamp low beam. So you can see here, headlamp low beam. Then go to the next position, that is our headlamp high beam. You can see here, this is our headlamp high beam. So earlier also I have told you, when you put your vehicle in the accessory mode, then this particular symbol will come in your vehicle. You can see the battery and this particular symbol. So it shows that your battery is not charging when it is coming on your cluster. So we have understood the battery supply, all time hot, then ignition and accessory supply, and then ignition start. In that your vehicle will be started. So you can see here, so this is my ignition, and as already told you, so when you are giving the ignition from the lock to the position of accessory, it does not mean that battery supply will be off. Battery supply will be always on. So what does it mean? Battery, it's all time it will be available, but ignition supply will be available when you are going to put this position, that ignition switch in this position, then only your ignition supply will be available. I think this is clear. Then we move to the third supply, that is the start. So when you are putting this start, you are starting, then that during the